Good morning, everyone. It's morning for me, and I hope that you are going to enjoy this video. Today is Sunday, and it is a heart-to-heart. I'm going to go down into the garden, and I'm going to plant a few things, and then I'm going to sit down and take a little break and just share with you a little bit what's on my mind today. I thought you would enjoy, instead of just sitting all the time and talking, you would enjoy me doing some work, and then we can talk. So here is all the rosemary that you've seen me have in a previous video. These are my rosemary plants, and these are my thyme. Oh, it just smells so delightful. If there's anything that I would encourage you to do in life, and that is to plant some herbs, even just at your windowsill. It don't matter if you're in a high-rise building in New York City, you can plant herbs and they are absolutely amazing. I love having little areas where I can sit down and take a little break between doing all of my chores. And this little area I made, and I have a video coming up on it if you haven't seen it yet. But I want to take a moment to talk to you all about something very important to me. And you know, in our lives, people come in our lives and people go. Throughout all of our lives, you know, we have people that come into our life and they stay, and then there's other people that come into our lives for just a moment of time and then they go on their way. I really felt in my heart that it's time for me to share with all of you somebody who has been a big part of my life. And this person I've never talked about ever on my YouTube channel. This person has been anonymous for many years, and she has been one of the biggest supporters of me and inspirations of me. And I'm sharing with her now because she has a YouTube channel, and she didn't have it when I started. I'm not sure how long ago she made it. And I thought, you know what? It's time that I share her with you guys. Many times people have come into my life and they seem like they're going to be my closest friends, and then all of a sudden they do something or say something and they go away. And I remember one time I was really upset, and somebody said, people are like leaves on a tree, Tessie. Some people stay on the tree and others leave. This person has stayed with me ever since my very first videos here on YouTube. She has been a constant support to me. If I could have chose a sister, I would have chose her. And she is just an amazing human being. And she goes by the channel Crafty Mac. Some of you may have seen her or know about her, but I am going to share with you her channel in the links below and her channel at the end of mine. And I'm asking you to go over and just tell her that Tessie sent you. There was times that she prayed for me. There was times that she rejoiced in successes I had. There was times when she was with me when my parents passed away, and I felt kind of, I don't know how to say, I felt lost there for, at least 5 months. And she doesn't want recognition. She has always remained anonymous until she started making her channel. And I asked her, I said, may I share your channel on my channel? And she said, yes, Tessie, you can. And so now I'm finally able to share with all of you her. I will be the first one to tell you I'm extremely blessed by the friends that I have. I have many friends. I didn't have friends 6 years ago because my life was so sheltered. When I started my YouTube channel, the only thing I knew was to be a wife, a mom. That's all I knew. I didn't have hardly any friends because at age 17 I got married. All of my friends were out doing, you know, what they do when they're 17, and I jumped into the role of being a mom and a wife. And it is a beautiful role, but for me it was a very lonely role. at that time because my husband worked 90 hours a week, and then as my children grew up, I grew with them, but then my children had homes of their own. And while I'm extremely close to them, I've always wanted to have that friendship of women, to be able to talk to them and ask them questions. My birth mother died when I was born, and as you know, my mom died recently, a little over a year ago, but for 8 years, my mother never spoke because of dementia. So you guys have become my moms, you guys have become my sisters, you guys have become my brothers, you guys have become my grandmas, and I just want to thank you guys for that. And I never want to forget those who have helped me and were there for me when I first started my channel. It's important when we grow in whatever we grow in, if we grow in our mentality, if we grow in our spiritual walk, if we grow in my channel, that we don't forget our roots and where we came from. And while I talk about my roots all the time, what about the roots of my YouTube channel? And that are the people that have been watching me since day one. And there's a lot of you, and I'm so thankful to have that support of somebody who's been watching me for 6 years. It is amazing. And I want to give credit where there's credit due. And I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to make sure I include everybody in my videos. Many times in the past, people criticized me for opening up gifts from people. And that is one thing I would never change, because when somebody sends me a gift from their home, I want to give them credit for that. I want to show respect for that. They can't sit here with me and see me opening it up, but they can watch me on a video. And they've been so blessed by it. People criticize me about talking about my faith. And you know, there's some things that big YouTubers, you would be shocked at the YouTubers who told me you should never talk about your faith. In fact, one of the really big YouTubers that I've known when I first started my channel, they weren't very big. They changed their name to remove the faith part out. They said, never, ever, ever, ever talk about your faith. And I find that very sad. You know, because I want to give credit where credit is due. And the Lord, without Him, I am nothing. Without the Lord, I am nothing. Without the Lord, I couldn't be in front of a camera. I went back and looked at some of my videos from the very beginning. It's hard to believe that I'm the same person. Yes, you know, inside I am, but there's so much that's changed in my life, and it's all because of the Lord. The Lord allows me this platform. And I always said to Him, as long as He allows it, I will be here. And when my time is done, and I'm no longer on this platform, that will be His choice. Without the kindness and the friendship of all of you, I would have quit YouTube many years ago. In fact, I almost quit it twice. And then people came into my life and lifted me up. You know, I'm the kind of person that will tell you right away, I can't do it. I am not all that. I can't do this, I can't do that. It's because of all of you who have helped me and supported me emotionally that I'm able to do this. Yes, the support financially is nice when somebody supports you, but it's the emotional support that keeps me making my videos, because that's what I need to have the courage to get on here and say that God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is the God that I serve. It takes great faith and courage to say that in a platform where that is something that is not considered what you want to talk about. And there are some things that will hold true today and that held true 6 years ago. That I will always love people. That I will always be grateful for all of you. that I will always talk about my Lord Jesus Christ, and that I will always share with you my life, and I always will be an open book. Those things will never change. While the physical appearance changed because I had the dental work and because I lost the weight, those things will never change because that's the core of who I am, and that will be who I always will be. Has it hurt my channel at talking so boldly? Of course it has. But has it helped me in ways beyond anything financial? It sure has. You couldn't pay any kind of money to get the change of just my life. And that's because I shared my heart with all of you. Yeah, at times it's not easy to tell you that my chickens died. It wasn't easy going through my parents' death. It wasn't easy to talk about things in my home that may be embarrassing to me. It wasn't easy talking about my anxiety. In fact, all of my heart-to-hearts are hard. So many times I think, you know what, Tessie, you don't need to talk about your heart-to-hearts. And then so many times I think, Tessie, stop it. That's what makes you who you are. You have to talk about your heart-to-hearts. The minute you start putting filters on your life, the minute you become fake. And the minute I put filters and say, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna talk about this, I'm gonna do this, I'm filtering myself, and then I'm not the real person I am. And then my main supporters won't be here because they support me because how real I have become. And I want to thank you guys for it. I can't do it on my own. This is not my channel. I could make 1 million videos, but if nobody watches them, what's the point? This is your channel. This is what you guys have created. I just gave the outlet. I gave the platform. I gave the face to show my face and say the words that I say, because I back up what I say 100%. I've always backed up what I said 100%. Are there times I spoke and I wished I wouldn't have? There are, but you know, we have all kinds of emotions and we have all kinds of things in our lives that the rawness and the realness we need. We live in a technology world, you know, where everything is digital. Amazon, I want this spoon. I can buy it today and get it tomorrow. I'm hungry for that Big Mac. I can go and get it within 5 minutes. Where everything is digital, everything is rushed. But we are so hungry yet for the personal, for the support, for the friendship. And that is a God-given drive. We all want to be loved. We all want to be liked. We all want people to think highly of us. We all want people to like us. And that is the platform I want to give to all of you, is the platform that what you do matters to me. And I'm just so utterly grateful for YouTube. Utterly, absolutely grateful for YouTube. Because YouTube has changed my life. Just absolutely has changed my life. And I hope that for some of you, you can say that about my videos. I hope for some of you, you can say, Tessie, I know that I'm not right near where you live, but you have touched me. You've come into my home. That's my only desire. And I've always said, when I take my last breath, I want the Lord to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. It's all that matters to me, is that I've done the best that I could. And so we continue this journey, and I want to share with you the people who have followed me hand in hand, and share with you, I'm going to continue to share with you different people who have made a big impact on my life that still are in my life today here on YouTube. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.